y'all. I'm gonna do a different video tonight. I am going to do my Lashify lashes. I do want to preface this by saying I am in no way affiliated, sponsored. I don't work for, I wasn't gifted any of these. These are my own honest opinions and such of this brand and these lashes. I wasn't paid to say anything. I wasn't sponsored, nothing like that. I just love Lashify lashes. They're the OG underneath lash system, the original. They are expensive, but they are really freaking worth it. Like, they are fan-freaking-tastic. So I just wanted to get that out of the way and let y'all know that I am in no way affiliated with them. I would love to work for Lashify because it is one beauty brand that I love unconditionally. I saw this lash map in the Lashify Life Facebook group that I'm in, and it was of extensions, and it was really pretty, and I kind of wanted to do my take on it. Kind of looked like some spiky EIs, and then on top was Fs. These are EIs, which stand for Extreme Ice. They are probably my favorite because of the little spiky bits. And then these are Fs, which stand for Fluffy. They have like a multi-curl, like multi-dimensional curl. So we've got EI12, EI14, EI16, EI18, and EI20. And then F12, F14, F16, and F18. I always do a cat eye or a winged lash map just because I like that look. I'm not big on an open eye or stuff like that. I like a wing. So I'll be doing EI12 to EI20 as my base from inner to outer. I'll show you whenever, I'm going to show you how to apply them and everything like that. And then I will be stacking or brick stacking the F12 through F18. See if I can kind of simulate the effect of how those lash extensions looked in that post. It was really pretty. It is going to be a big lash map. It is going to be extreme volume. And when I first started Lashify back in 2020, that was what I went for. I wanted big, dramatic, bold lashes. And here in the past little bit, I've gone to the point where I only do one single layer. But at the beginning, I was doing 2 layers, 3 layers sometimes of lashes because I wanted extreme, extreme volume. I've kind of toned it down a little bit. So this will be a mega lash map that I haven't done in a long time. So I'm excited to try it and see what happens. But I'm going to film the whole thing so y'all can watch. I don't know what we'll talk about because that's one of the big issues of me having, like, actually showing my face on camera and doing stuff like this is I don't know what to talk about half the time. So I'm just going to run you through how I do Lashify and how I apply and stuff like that and tell you what you need to do from what I've learned. Also, these are the brand new ones that I just took out of the package. I'm not going to use these. I have old ones that I reuse until they are not reusable anymore. And then I open new ones. So I'm going to put these back in their little plastic containers and put them back on my lash wall. And then I'll show you the reused ones. Let's go ahead and get started on this. I also wanted to show these up close really quick. The longest of the Fs go up to 18 millimeters. And you can really see the like multi-dimensional curl it has. They're so pretty. Fs used to be my favorite. And then EIs were created, the extreme eyes. And you see the little spiky parts? Ugh, they're just so beautiful. It's like those little spiky parts are just, ugh, I love them. It's really hard for me to try and do any other lash than the EIs right now because of, like, they're my favorite. So that's why we're trying something new. It still incorporates the EIs, but it also incorporates an old favorite, an oldie but a goodie. Ugh, it's just so gorgeous. Zoomed in a little bit so it would still focus on them, but you could still see Like all the details and stuff. Now you can see like all the like multis, the ones that are like out here. Like it has different curls, like a C curl, a D curl, or like a J curl, I think, are some of the different ones, but that's what it means whenever it has like multi-dimensional curls. I don't know all the different ones, but that's what that means. If you get lash extensions, you may know more about that, but that's why I love Lashify, because it doesn't harm your lashes, like your natural lashes or anything like that. I've never gotten lash extensions, but I've heard some horror stories about people losing their natural lashes from it, or being allergic to the glue. That's why I choose to use Lashify. I always wanted nice, pretty lashes, but I never got extensions. I'm glad I found Lashify before I decided to do extensions. Also, I wanted to show off my fuse control wands real quick. I have one more. So I have a total of 5, but I left one in New York on purpose for when I go and visit. I don't have to worry about taking one back and forth. So I left the bronze one in New York. But you've got the sapphire one. It's like blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got a violet one. Matches my hair. It's kind of like a blurple. Kind of like my hair. Like a blue violet. It's so pretty. And then you have a graphite one, which is just solid black. Love that one. And then you got the hollow one. Love this one. I think I use this one the most because it's just so fun and cool. So yeah, I love my fuse control wands. They're absolutely essential in being successful at applying Lashify. 100%. And then I keep all of my clean and washed gossamers in these little craft bead kit things. I use these for diamond paintings, like the drills and stuff, but they also work really well at storing used gossamers. I mean, look at how many F's I have in there for fluffies. That's a lot. And then I just wrote on the little sticky thing with the silver Sharpie, so I know what is what. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through all the EIs and pick out the ones I need, and then we'll go through the Fs and pick out the ones I need. I usually only apply 5 gossamers across my eye, 12 to 20 if they have a 20. F only goes to 18, so I'm only gonna apply 4 Fs. So I'll probably end up brick stacking, but I will let you know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it when I show you how I'm applying them. I just wanted to show you all the other goodies and stuff before we actually got started, because I love Lashify. I really do. I do. It gave me so much confidence at a time I needed it the most. I just really love Lashify, so I get excited when I talk about it. All right, now let's officially get started. So we are gonna start doing my lashes. I'm gonna give you a close-up real quick. Not really there, lashes. So that is why I use Lashify. I have a cat down here too. He was taking a nap, but he woke up. Now he's sitting in my lap. We're gonna start with is pre-cleanse, and we're gonna take a disposable spoolie, and I kind of just pump the top a little bit and then just dip it in, and then I just take that through my lashes. I should have managed my time better. So what this does, oh Lord. Oh, he has to be the center of attention. Ryker, can you go? Thanks. Pre-cleanse just gets rid of any oils or anything like that off of your lashes. It's prepped for like the bonds and stuff, because any kind of oils is going to make the lashes slide right off. Using this helps remove oils and such, so the bond can adhere to your lashes and then the lashes can stick to your lashes. So then after you do that, you just let them dry. This thing, it's called the Blow. It does dry your lashes faster, but it just dries my eyes out so much that I don't usually use it that often. I mean, it works perfectly fine. I just don't like the way it feels in my eyeballs. Like the air. I don't like the way it feels. I just usually let them air dry. Like I'll do pre-cleanse and then I'll just go walk around or do something else that I need to do and just let them dry that way. And then after about, 5 or 10 minutes, whenever I think they're fully dry, then I will come back and apply. It also helps with your bonds and stuff. If you don't want to wait, you can use this and it lets them get tackier faster. All right, so I've already done like a little intro of what we're doing today. I've already got my lash map laid out down here. This is just a little sticky pad that I got from Amazon, and it keeps the gossamers in place. Before I had this, I would just put them on the table, and then if Ryker would walk by or if you exhaled really big, your gossamers would scatter everywhere. But now that they're on this, they don't really move because it's sticky. I've already got out my eyes, which is going to be my base layer or my first layer. Those are the extreme ice, and we've got 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Those are in millimeters, and we're gonna do a wing. The inside will be the shortest, a 12, and then it'll go 14, 16, 18, and then 20. My favorite lash to do, our style, is cat eye. I love cat eye. I don't like open eyes or anything like that. Open eyes is like where you have the big, longer ones in the middle and then you taper down to a smaller one. That's just not for me. I like wings. Okay, now we are going to curl my lashes. This is a completely optional step. You do not have to do this. I do it because I do have some lashes that are pointed like straight down, and I find it easier to apply the lashes if I curl them beforehand. Okay, now after that is done, I start off with the black Whisper Light. This is their regular, normal, like not extra strength bond. I do like a triple bond method, so I use the black Whisper Light first, and I only do one at a time. Some people can do both eyes at the same time. I do one eye at a time. So you just want to go in with like a thin coat of like a thin coat of mascara. But it gets sticky after about a minute or so, minute or two. But that's where this comes in handy again. If you want to speed it up, you can do this. But what I do is, I showed you I have all my gossamers laid out. I'll start by applying white Whisper Light to the spines of the gossamers. So I'll take the spines, I'll take the gossamer in my fuse control wand, and then I'll just apply the white Whisper Light to it. So by the time my bond, because I do one more layer of bond, and I'll show you that one in just a second. But right now I'm gonna go through and coat the spines of all 5 gossamers that I'm going to apply on my right eye. So by the time the next layer of bond that I apply gets tacky, these will be ready to apply one right after another. Now I am going to apply bondage, which is their extra strength bond. Some people can get great longevity with just one coat of the Black Whisper Light. I cannot. I need the triple bonding method that I do, and it has to include the extra strength bondage. It's called bondage with charcoal flex. This stuff is extra sticky, and it definitely helps your lashes stay a lot longer. But some people can get great longevity with just Black Whisper Light or Clear Whisper Light. So on this one, I kind of just focus it on the base and just kind of wiggle. I do focus a lot more on the inner corner though with bondage because I don't have a lot of lashes there. So I want extra strength bond on the inner corner lashes, so the gossamers have something to hold on to. And then that's all I do. If you ever think that you have done too much, you can always take a disposable spoolie and comb through your lashes to get rid of the excess. And so with bondage, you only need to wait about like 30 seconds or like 10 or 15 if you're using the blow. And I always do my mirror. I have like a rotating mirror and I lay it flat. You know, usually it's like facing you, but I turn it up towards the ceiling so I can actually see underneath my lash line. All right, so I'm gonna take my EI12 and I'm gonna look down. There we go. And then immediately just gonna go in with the EI14, kind of overlapping a little bit. And then there is the EI16. EI18. And then I kind of angle the last one a little bit so it doesn't like droop down. And I always leave out some lashes at the end. So again, it doesn't like droop. Because I want it, because you see, like if I were to take it down, like all the way out to here, it would go all the way down. It would kind of be like right here, but right now it's lifted. Do you see what I mean? And then I go in with so these little clear things are called wandums. These are what I used for the longest time when I first started using Lashify. But, I mean, I've been using Lashify for 3 years. So now I just go in and do with no wandums. Just go in, infuse, and I lift up a little bit. And then slowly blink because that bondage is really sticky. That's why people use the wandums, because it doesn't stick. So you would go in, like right now I'm just doing a double fuse. That is the first layer. And that's another thing I love about Lashify is like, I'm doing these right now at like almost midnight. So if I wanted to get up in the morning and throw some makeup on and like some shimmer eyeshadow or something, I mean, it would take me like 10 or 15 minutes because I already have my lashes done. I can sleep in them. That's if I wanted to, but you don't need to wear makeup with Lashify. I just recently got into makeup over the last year or two. Again, for the longest time, I didn't care about makeup at all. I just wanted to do Lashify. And when I worked at the place I previously worked at, that's what I would go in and have on all the time was just lashes. I wouldn't have anything else on. No makeup, no foundation, no eyeshadow, nothing, just lashes. And they also have like prismatic lashes. So I would do like a base of purple, like violets, because it would match my hair. And then do black ones on top, stacked on top. And people would think that I would be wearing eyeshadow. I love Lashify. And I like the longer lashes. And then I always like to go on the inner corner and make sure that it is 100% fused down because like I said, I don't have a lot of lashes there. I like to make sure that that one is on really, really, really well. Now we're just gonna repeat the exact same steps on this eye. Black whisper light, do the white whisper light on the spines, and then bondage on the base, and then apply. I'm still gonna leave the video in here, but I may speed it up and like take out the volume because I don't know if I'm gonna be saying much of anything during this next eye. So I'll still show it though and record it, but I'm probably gonna turn the TV on and listen to Buffy. I love Buffy. Leave it in the comments. What are some of y'all's favorite TV shows? Like Buffy, Game of Thrones, Vampire Diaries, the originals, Breaking Bad, the original Charmed. Don't get me started on the new reboot. I will not watch that. I tried, got 15 minutes into it and turned it off. Teen Wolf, love Teen Wolf. Love me some Styles. True Blood, Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, and stuff like that. So, if you have any good recommendations on like creepy, scary shit, leave it in the comments. Because I love creepy. Horror is my favorite genre of all time. I mean, look behind me. This is Boo and Happy Halloween. And then there's bats and diamond paintings everywhere. Horror is my all-time favorite. Like, the Saw movies are probably my favorite movie franchise ever. Leave some good recommendations in the comments. 'Cause I always like finding new horror and scary shows because I just do a lot of rewatching at this point. Like I can rewatch Buffy and Charmed and Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad all the damn time. Alright, I'm gonna get started on this next eye. Both eyes are done, and now I'm going to go ahead and get all of my F's sorted out that we are going to stack on top of these. It's going to be a very bold volume look, and I haven't done that in a long time. I got my fluffies ready to go. You see all those multi-dimensional curls? So I put 5 on the base layer, and now I'm only gonna put 4. So what that means is we're gonna brick stack a little bit. So what brick stacking is in between, like where this one and this one connects, we're gonna put the gossamer like right in between there. And then right in between here, here, and kind of here. That's what brick stacking is. If we were just gonna stack, I would just be stacking directly on top of that spine right there and that spine. Stacking is directly stacking on top. You can length stack, which means you would put the spine a little bit above the other spine to make it a little bit longer. But brick stacking is just going in between the two spines that are right here, right here, right here, and right here. That is what we're gonna do. On this one, I don't really look down in a mirror. I just look straight on because I don't really need to see the base of my lash line. I don't need to see underneath it. So I just look straight on, and I just take the clear whisper light and just dab it. And this is a brand new tube, so that is way too much. way too much. I take one of these little micro applicator thingies and just move it around. Kind of spread it out. And that's all I do. And then it'll go clear, and then that means it's ready. I do put a little bit on the spines, but not as much as I did on the base layer. I put very little on the spines of these. Because if you have too much bond, they won't stick at all. They'll just slide off. So you want to be very careful about how much bond you do put on. It could be a very like trial and error when you first start to find out the ratios you need and like what kind of bonding method would work for you and stuff like that. So don't get discouraged if you're new and you're having issues with longevity. You just need to find out which bonding method works well for you and which formula works well for you. And I also do like one-to-ones with the educators that work for Lashify. And I'm always available to help for free. I don't work for Lashify, but I love Lashify so damn much, and I love talking about Lashify with other people, so I would be happy to help anybody. So on this one, we're doing 12, 14, 16, 18. Fluffies only go up to 18. I think they've got like 10s and maybe 8s, but I like the 12. 10s are a little too small for me, but sometimes they can be okay. But I usually stick around for the 12s for my inner corner, but you know, maybe one of these days I'll go down to a 10. Who knows? 8s are just way too small. Way too small for me. Because even if I don't do like big volume like I'm doing right now, I still like a little bit of volume and length because my natural lashes are so short. I want people to see my pretty Lashify lashes. That's why I like the longer ones and the bolder ones, because they're pretty and I can finally have pretty eyelashes like my mama. But you know, hers are natural, mine aren't. We're just gonna take it, and I don't know if I can do it in the camera here. And that's all I'm gonna do is just stick it right up on top in between those two. It's so hard to see it on this camera, but you can see like the fluffiness. It added more like fluffy. Like that's what it's called, is called a fluffy, but it definitely added some extra fluffy to it. It looks pretty. It's all fluffy. It's just a take inspiration from type of deal. So again, doing 12, 14, 16, and 18, and just kind of brick stacking them, just kind of throwing them up here. Whoa. I haven't done a big mega volume, like mega volume look in a long time. Oh, I've actually missed it. This may be way too much for some people, but personally, I love it. And then if I wanted to get up tomorrow, like I said, just throw some foundation on, contour. I don't contour, what am I talking about? Bronzer, blush, highlight. If I wanted to do some shimmery eyeshadow, all you gotta do is hold them down and then just rub some shimmery eyeshadow on. I have done like the shimmery eyeshadow where I just take like the ColourPop Super Shock Ice Dream shade, just did some eyeshadow primer up here, held my lashes down while I was patting it on, and it was already done. I didn't have to worry about doing my lashes. But yeah, if you do your lashes at nighttime and then ready for the next morning, or you're ready to go as soon as you wake up, wash your face, do whatever you gotta do in the morning. You don't wear makeup or you do really natural, neutral makeup, you're good to go. I like it. I haven't done a fun lash map in a hot minute. The thing that bugs me is the white lash line, the tight line. Because if I was doing this in the morning or like during the afternoon for a makeup look or something, I would be putting eyeliner under here on my tight line because I like that when that is black and it all just kind of like runs together with black eyeliner. It definitely makes my eyes look even more cat eye when I have black eyeliner on my tight line. But it's fine for now. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going anywhere right now, so it's fine. Probably gonna take some pictures though, because I like it. It's nice, it's fun. It's the first time I've played with F's in a while too. I forgot how nice and fluffy they were. I wonder. You see, like all those multi-dimensional curls when I turn it down. Oh, it's so much fun, because the fluffies have like, I don't remember what curls they have, but they have different types of curls, like the different levels or whatever you would call them. I'm not sure. Like J, C, D curls or something like that. But that's what Fluffy has. They have multiple different curls. Another thing you can do is they have like glass, which is like a sealant. If like these lashes out here were still sticking down here on my bottom lashes, or if anything up here was sticking down here, you could take the glass and like coat it in between the wandums and then go in and fuse, and then you would get glass on the top and bottom and it would remove any of the stickiness. But I don't usually use glass. Usually don't have to, but some people use it religiously, so that is again your own personal preference. I usually don't use it though, unless the bondage has gotten really like out here or on my bottom lashes and it's really sticky, but for the most part I don't. Well, that is this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you are more than welcome to subscribe. I would love it if you would subscribe and like and comment, but if you did not enjoy, you don't have to do any of that. We all have our preferences of what we like and what we don't like content wise. I love beauty and makeup, skincare, but I also like true crime and horror and scary stories like cave diving gone wrong and mountain climbing gone wrong. I like that type of content. We all have what, you know, like our preferences of what we like and what we don't like. I'm just here to have fun, to talk to y'all, and just be me. I mean, I've said this a million times, but I'm a recovering addict, so I keep my circle very small on who I talk to and hang out with, because I know as a recovering addict, I am never going to be cured. One false move could send me back into what I've been trying to escape, and I don't want that. So the best thing for me to do is stay to myself and let my mom and my cat be my best freaking friends, which is fine, but that's why I do YouTube videos nowadays, is just to get me out of my comfort zone and to talking to people or talking to a camera or whomever is watching this, and just to get out of my comfort zone, to stop being so damn shy, because I am so freaking shy. So if you like this type of video, you're more than welcome to subscribe, but do not feel obligated to do so. You know, it's no hard feelings either way. That is this video. We're gonna end with Ryker, because we always end with Ryker, but he's actually napping, so we'll just say goodbye while he's napping. So really? Oh, okay. Hey, boop boop. You cute kitty. Hey. Oh, are you mad? I didn't wake you up. I just started walking and you woke up. For now, that is it. And Ryker is taking a nappy nap. So, and I'm going to go get ready for bed because it's like 1:30 in the morning. So, if you like the video, I would love it if you would like, subscribe, and comment, but do not feel obligated to do so. I'm going to let the baby go night-night. Oh, look at his little toes. I didn't even touch him. He just knows what I'm doing. So I'm gonna let him go back to sleep and leave him alone. Y'all have a great night. I hope you enjoyed. Bye, guys.